Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Okay, and this is something that I wanted to touch up on because, yeah, this is just something that I talked about this before in a video that I made months ago. And yeah, I want to, kind of touch up on this because, yeah, this is just oh man, I don't understand this at all. You guys may remember this past summer, I made a video talking about how a guy that really beat a child badly, but not he didn't kill him. Yeah, that guy was sentenced to 50 years in prison, and in that video I compared it to other people that have killed somebody, but yet they got less time than the guy that like didn't kill a child. Yeah, and yeah, and I brought up one guy uh, that he beat a child to death because the child wouldn't stop crying. And yeah, the guy was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. And yeah, and I just recently found out that this guy had his appeal granted and that his sentence was reduced down. So instead of 25 years to life in prison, and his sentence has been reduced to 18 years to life in prison. And I'm like, what the hell? Seriously. Yeah, I'll put a link. Well, yeah, I'm going to read off an article all about this story. And yeah, I'll probably just paste this article in the description box when I upload this video. So, yeah, because yeah, I just really don't understand this. This is what I was talking about. There are people that actually kill somebody, yet they get sentenced to just 15 years, 25 years in prison before they're eligible for parole, and yet there was the guy that beat a child but didn't kill him, and yet he got 50 years. I just don't understand this. Yeah, alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna read off this article. Yeah. An appellate court agreed this week to reduce the prison sentence of a Springville teenager who beat to death a 23-month-old boy. Dylan Schumaker, 19, was sentenced in January 2014 to the maximum punishment of 25 years to life after a jury found him guilty of killing Austin Smith, his girlfriend's son. The appellate court modified the sentence to an intermediate term of 18 years to life. This means Schumaker will be eligible for parole after he has served 18 years. Once he is released, he would remain under state supervision for the rest of his life. The judicial panel rejected other arguments Schumaker made and upheld the murder conviction. Schumaker was 16 in March 2013 when he battered the toddler over the course of a few hours while home with his girlfriend's infant son. He admitted that he slapped the boy for spitting food, banged his head on the floor while changing a diaper, and put a pillow over the child's head and punched him repeatedly when the child was crying. So yeah, yeah, this just shows what he really did to really torture that child. Yeah, just really torturing him bad with slapping him and then banging his head on the floor and then yeah, punching him in the head while he was crying. So yeah, you can see this guy really did torture this boy to death. Yeah. Alright, yeah. He also claimed that at one point the boy had fallen downstairs. The assault occurred in Schumaker's mother's house, where Schumaker had lived since his discharge from a drug rehab program. His girlfriend, Ashley Smith, then 19, and her children had been staying in the house because her own family reportedly had thrown her out. Schumaker was not Austin's father and usually only watched the infant when Smith was at work. He testified during his trial that he had not been taking medication prescribed to control his attention and deficit order and anger problems, and that he didn't intend to kill Austin. In their unanimous decision to reduce Schumaker's sentence, the appellate judges agreed that the sentence imposed is unduly harsh and severe in light of defendant's youth and lack of parental guidance, his lack of prior criminal convictions, and his mental health issues. In the same decision, the judges characterized Schumaker's statement that he didn't intend to kill Austin as self-serving. In the appeal, Schumaker argued that his attorney should have pursued a defense of extreme emotional disturbance, a claim the judges ruled was without merit. They pointed out that attorneys have no obligation to make arguments that have little to no chance of success. So yeah, okay, and yeah, I want to talk about the stuff that they're saying, like the sentence imposed duly harsh and severe in light of his youth and lack of parental guidance, his lack of criminal convictions, and his mental health issues. I really don't care, like, what, like, his problems are or stuff. Nothing excuses him for actually killing a child like that and beating the child that way. I mean, yeah, I mean, he could say that the killing was not intentional, but yeah, I mean, was it not intentional for everything he was doing to torture the child? I mean, beating the child's head and, I mean, just slapping the child? Yeah, just really abusing that child. I mean, was that not intentional? Yeah. And also, down in the description box, I'm going to put a video of his original sentence down, and yeah, it's actually like the full thing of his sentencing, and yeah, you can actually see like what he's doing, and yeah, you can see he's just putting on an act. I mean, he comes into the courtroom and he starts crying to try to convince the family that he's sorry and remorseful for what he did, and yet later on the judge actually calls him out on it, and yeah, he actually like reveals like what actually was going on like while he was locked up, and actually what he was saying in a phone call to his mother. And yeah, you can see like this was like all just part of a plan he had to try to convince the and fool the court basically. And yeah, the judge also actually says that, reveals the stuff that he actually was doing the night that he was actually watching after the boy. And yeah, it is like pretty like, yeah, it has like pretty big, and yeah, you can like see like the type of person that this guy was. And yeah, and yet after like his attempted manipulation of the court system, I mean, yeah, though his appeal is still granted after him trying to fool court like this. And that's, yeah, I mean, I would have, if it was up to me, I would have just like really just denied his appeal. And yeah, I think he really does deserve to sit in prison the rest of his life. I mean, he abused a child and killed him. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, there's no excuse for that. I don't care what his, like, what his age and his experience of parenting. Yeah, I mean, that's just, yeah, there's no excuse for what he did. And yeah, I mean, I just really say that this is just like bull crap that his appeal was actually granted and he now has a reduced sentence. I mean, I just don't understand this. I mean, yeah, this guy was just a freaking monster. And yeah, I mean, yeah, and you'll see like how he is, like his attempt to like fool court in his sentencing video that I'll have in the description box. And yeah, just, yeah, I mean, this guy's just a monster. I mean, and yeah, this is just what I don't understand. I mean, this guy killed a child, and yet that he still gets less time, and yeah, now it's even less than the other guy that I talked about before in the previous video, that he beat a child but didn't kill him, and he gets 50 years. I mean, I just don't understand how the court system works, but yeah, I just really find this to be real crap. Alright, so yeah, check out his sentencing video down there, and yeah, you'll see like the type of monster that this guy really is, and yeah, I'll have the article pasted in the description box also, so you can read it. So yeah, but yeah, this is just, I don't understand this at all. But yeah, just, yeah, I can just hope that he gets denied the parole after 18 years, and yeah, I just hope that he still stays in prison, and yeah, he just keeps getting denied parole, and he just sits in there the rest of his life. Because yeah, even though he will be eligible for parole after 18 years now, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean he will get the parole by then. Yeah, I mean, he could still stay in prison the rest of his life, but yeah, I just really don't understand why they actually reduced his parole eligibility. Yeah, so, yeah, oh gosh, I mean, I just don't understand it, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys can let me know how you feel about this, and yeah, the video and the article will be in the description. Alright, so yeah, that's all I have to say about this, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.